Hi, hello, welcome to Geology classes. Today we are solving one more problem on interest of drawings. Already we have solved some problems in the last video. In that video, I have explained how do you treat interest on drawings if they withdraw same amount every time and if they withdraw different kind of amounts using product method. Here we are using average period method. Okay, and the change is there, just some dates were given randomly and in those dates they have withdrawn the money. So that time how to calculate that we have done. Now here how we are calculating is every month. This is of every month transaction. So every month on first they are withdrawing 1000 rupees. Every month on first they are withdrawing 1000 rupees. Okay, so rate of interest we are expecting 10%. So now what is interest per annum you have to calculate. Ma'am, it is so easy. 1000 into 12, 12,000 into 10% we will get 1200, right? Shall we do like that? If you are doing like that, okay fine, maybe your time is saving. But here we are withdrawing every month first. So what is our financial year starts? How does our financial year starts? We start with April 1st to March 31st. Correct? So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. These are the months we have, right? So on April 1st you have withdrawn 1000 rupees. Now you will be paying interest for the whole year. Whole year in the sense months were there. We used this one for 12 months, right? We have used this one for 12 months. But here May 1st you have withdrawn. That means we are having only 11 months. We are having only 11 months. For 11 months you used the amount, but why you should pay for 12 months interest? In the same case, if you calculate, here you have only 10 months, 9 months, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So March 1st, if you withdraw money, only 1 month time is there. Correct? Only 1 month is there. But we are paying interest for all 12 months, right? There is no justification. Correct? So now, if this is the situation, how to calculate interest that we are seeing. First, you should find out average period. So, how to find out average period? How to find out average period? Average period equal to longest duration plus shortest duration divided by 2. Longest plus shortest divided by 2. How much you will get? 12 plus 1 by 2, that is 6.5. Okay, now let's see the formula. Interest on drawings is equal to total drawings amount. So what is the drawings amount? Total drawings amount into rate of interest into average period divided by 12. Okay, now what is drawings? Total 12 months we have withdrawn. So 1000 into 12. How much you will get? 12,000. So total drawings are 12,000. So write down 12,000 into rate of interest 10%. 10 by 100. Okay, into what is the average period? 6.5 divided by 12. So cancel. How much you will get? It will be 650. Okay. Per annum you are paying only 650. If you calculate directly 12,000 into 10%, we are getting 1,200. Where is 650 and where is 1,200? All of you understood the difference between both the methods? Okay. So please copy this one. Then we'll move on with the next method, that is every month and if they withdraw money, how to calculate. Okay. Copy this one first. Okay. Now we are solving the question. If they withdraw at every month end, they are withdrawing at month end 1000 rupees. Every month end they are withdrawing 1000 rupees. Now how do we calculate? Okay. Only this one will change, all others are same only. On April 30th I have withdrawn. April 30th I have withdrawn the first amount. So April month will come? No. Right? From May only we will be calculating, because April 30th you have withdrawn. So April month you didn't use that amount. Right? You didn't take that amount. So from May onwards we are having total 10 months. May onwards you are having total 10 months. So here 9, 8 months, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Sorry, not 10. This is 11. 11 months, 10 months, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. When it comes to the end, you are having only 0 months, because March 31st you have withdrawn the money. Month end is March 31st. When you withdraw money on March 31st, how many months left? Next day itself, April 1st. That is the next financial year starting. Right? So, this will not come. It will be 0 only. Now, what is the longest duration? 11. Shortest duration? 0. Right? So, 11 plus 0 divided by 2. Then you are getting 5.5. Now, let's substitute in the formula. The same formula only. Here only average period is changing. This will be 5.5. Then the answer you will get 550. That's all. Clear? Now the answer you will get 550. Where you got the difference? Because this is every month end. You are withdrawing money at every month end. So first month end is only 11 months left with you. And the last withdrawn is 0. Only 0 months left. So the formula, longest duration plus shortest duration divided by longest duration plus shortest duration is there, that is 5.5. Now substitute in the formula. This is over. Okay, all of you understood? Copy this one. Then we'll move on with the quarter starting and quarter ending. Okay, check it out. Copy this. Yeah. Now let's discuss about every quarter if they withdraw money, how to treat them. Okay, so first of all, quarter in the sense 12 divided by 4, right? Quarter is 4, no? 12 divided by 4. So every 3 months per once if you are withdrawing the money. First 3 months what it is, let us check it out. So first every April, May, June. First 3 months means this one. Next 3 is here. Next 3 is here. And the next 3 is March. Okay. So now here also we have every quarter starting and every quarter ending. Every quarter first. How much? That time also 1000 only? No more. We will take 3000. Okay. Every quarter starting we are withdrawing 3000. Then how do you get the percentage? Let us check it out. Okay. Every quarter, already we split it into the quarters, right? So first quarter is on April 1st. First quarter is on April 1st. Now how many months left here? Already we calculated total 12 months left. How much we have withdrawn? 3000 rupees we have withdrawn. Second quarter, July 1st. So from July 1st to March 31st, how many months were there? 9 months were there. How much we have withdrawn? 3000. Right? Next, third quarter, October 1st. How much we have withdrawn? 3000. How many months left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 months left. Right? Next quarter on January 1st. How many months left? 3 months left. How much you have withdrawn? 3000 you have withdrawn. So now total how much we have withdrawn? 12,000 rupees you have withdrawn. How much we withdrawn? Total 12,000 rupees we withdrawn. Right? Now, let us see how to find out the average period. Okay? What is the formula for average period? Longest duration plus shortest duration divided by 2. Okay? What is the longest duration? 12. Shortest duration? 3. Okay? So, now let's see how much we will get the answer. Longest duration is 12 plus shortest duration is 3 divided by 2. So, you are getting 7.5. So, now here in the formula nothing will change, only this part will change, that is 7.5. Okay. When you calculate, how much you will get? 750 rupees. That's it. That is the only change you have. Clear? All of you check this one. In this, every quarter first we are withdrawing the money. When we withdraw like that, how do it will come? Already I have explained you. Please copy this one. Then we'll move on with the every quarter and if we withdraw, how do we treat them? Okay, copy this. Okay, you are done with screenshot etc. Right? Now, let's start with the every quarter end. If they are withdrawing 3,000, how do we treat it? Okay, every quarter end in the sense, this is the quarter end, right? Here is the quarter end. June 30th, September 30th, December 31st, March 31st. These are the dates where they have withdrawn. Am I right? These are the dates they have withdrawn the money. Now let's see how many months and what is the amount. Any changes? Let's see that. Okay. On June 30th, they have withdrawn the money. First withdrawal on June 30th. How much? 3,000. Now how many months are there? June month is there? We don't have, right? From July. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now here we got 9 months. Second withdrawal is on September 30. How much? 3,000. How many months were there? 3 plus 3. 6 months were there. So write down 6 months here. Okay. Now the third one, December 31st. Right? How much? 3,000. How many months left? 1, 2, 3. Now the last one, March 31st. The last quarter is March 31st. How much? 3,000. How many months left? Do we left with any months? No. It is only 0. What is? Only 0 is there. Now, how do we calculate? Formula will change. Is there any changes in the formula? There will not be any changes in the formula. Right? Longest duration plus shortest duration divided by 0. What is the longest duration? 12 months. Right? 12, sorry, not 12 months. This is only 9 months. 9 months plus shortest duration 0. 0 divided by 2. How much you will get? 4.5. Right? 4.5 we are getting. Now, substitute in the formula. Everything is same. Nothing will change. This will be 4.5. Now, your answer comes as 450. These are the different methods to calculate interest. Okay. One we did with if they withdraw money every month starting. If they withdraw money every month ending. Okay. And one more method we have done every quarter starting and every quarter ending. If they withdraw money in the middle of the month. If they withdraw money in the middle of the month, how it will come, that we will do in the next video. I think it is so lengthy now. First, all of you learn these, all the 4 types of problems which are important to you to calculate interest on interest on drawings. Use the formulas. If you are having any doubts, please check in comment section. Please mention over there. I will read that. Sure, I will get back to you with the answers. Okay. Hope all of you understood this one, right? If you are having any doubts, please mention once again. I am reminding you, please mention in the comment section. Okay. Please like it, share it and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.